What's good, y'all? It's Tab speaking. Welcome back to the MTE podcast. This is episode 3. Thank you guys for watching the first and second podcast. I appreciate y'all for all the support. I know it was the beginning of a journey. It's going to be a lot more episodes coming. Once again, I post every single Saturday at 1 p.m. So make sure you tap in, stick around. Today's episode, we're going to talk about 4 energies that shape your life. So sit back, relax, get you some food, grab you a little bev, and tune in. I hope you enjoy. You know, most people spend their lives trying to fix one part of themselves. They focus on making more money. They'll focus on getting stronger. They'll focus on becoming happier. But what if the reason you feel stuck isn't because one area of your life is weak? What if it's because your energy is out of balance? Today, I want to share something simple. A simple idea that changed the way I've look at growth. I call it the 4 energies. When I think about it, it's about becoming the best version of myself. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. I don't only think about success. I don't only think about balance. Because you could be physically strong and mentally exhausted. You can be financially successful and emotionally empty at the same time. You can be disciplined, but spiritually disconnected. Real growth happens when all 4 energies work together. It's like when you look at a stool or a chair. You need all 4 legs for it to stand. If one is broken, if one is lopsided, if one is uneven, it's going to fall over. It works the same way with your energies. Before I get to the 4 energies, think about where you are right now. Think about what you can improve on. What do you think about the place that you are right now, where you feel like, or the areas you are right now, we think you're doing really well in. We all have room for improvement, especially when it comes to energy. And when I give you these 4, don't think about it too hard. Don't overstimulate, don't overindulge into, oh, I gotta get buried in this area. Because the more you start focusing on one particular area and one particular area only, the more you're gonna struggle with the other 3. And yes, if you can want to dummy it down, there's more energies, of course. There's more than just 4. But here are the 4 primary. Number 1, physical energy. Your body is the home your mind lives in. Sleep, movement, nutrients, recovery. You don't have to be perfect, but your body should feel like a place that supports your goals, not fight against them. Every decision you make either builds your energy or slowly drains it. We go back to our last episode, how certain energy, certain environments, certain places, certain people you hang around is important because it can either build your energy or it can drain your energy. Treat your body like a foundation, not a decoration. Number 2, mental energy. Your body is constantly being programmed. Every video, every conversation, every headline, every thought. Eventually, what you consume becomes what you believe. That's why protecting your attention on or is one of the greatest forms of self-respect. We talk about self-respect all the time. You see it nowadays everywhere on social media. Self-love, self-improvement, self-work, self-care. That's part of mental energy. That's part of the four energies, right? But think about this. When you intake a simple conversation, when you intake a simple moment that it may not be from a first person standpoint, but from a third party standpoint, you consume it. Your subconscious mind consumes everything. When I say everything, everything. It's on you on whether you want to believe it. But the more you're around that certain energy, the more you're around that certain someone, the more you're around that certain crowd, that group, that environment, the more you will consume it, the more you will start to understand why that is, and the more you'll start to believe it a little bit. Now, mind you, you can stop all that. It's possible. I'm not saying once you get consumed with this group for a long time, you're gonna believe everything they do. That's not the case. But it's possible. And yes, it can be you. It could happen to you. Not everything deserves space in your mind. Number 3, emotional energy. This is probably one of the important ones. They're all important, but really thinking about your emotional energy is crucial. Some people don't drain time, they drain emotion, carry resentment, seek validation, replay old conversations, always worrying about things they can't control. Emotional energy is often lost quietly. It's very underrated. You lose control of your emotions. You lose control of yourself. You lose control of your conscious mind. You lose control of your thoughts. Have you guys ever heard of impulsiveness or intrusive thoughts? Do you know when that usually happens? It happens in the moment. When you start working on your mind, when you start working on your emotions, you'll start to notice how you're calmer instantly. You get easygoing, you get more laid back sooner and quicker rather than spazzing out or being angry or being loud or making a decision that you will regret. When you have emotional control, you see things at a different glance. You see things from not just your perspective, but from others' perspectives, especially in a conversation. If someone yells at you or you are in a little disagreement with someone, you'll learn to understand where they're coming from. And maybe you won't understand where they're coming from, but you won't go out your way to do something out of ordinary or abnormal for yourself. You'll receive it, and if you disagree with it or you agree with it, you'll react with calmness and a little bit of understanding. Peace isn't weakness, it's emotional maturity. Number 4, spiritual energy. You can define this broadly so it resonates with a wider audience. Spirituality has so many different meanings, has so many different variations, so many different beliefs. Spiritual energy isn't about religion alone. It's about connection. Connection to your values, your purpose, your character, the person you've become. When you are connected to something bigger than your emotions, it's harder for temporary problems to control you. Think about all the work you've been doing: meditating, working out, taking a walk in the park, riding a bike, spending time with loved ones. That could all be spiritual energy. You're connecting to your higher power. You're connecting to your higher self. Your awareness is heightening. Your intuition is spiking. The information, the downloads that you receive, it's because of the work that you've been doing for yourself. You are what you believe in. You're stronger than what you think. You know why you're stronger than what you think? You know why you're stronger than what you believe? You know why? Because of spirituality that you follow, your spiritual energy. You are what you believe in. You attract on what you're becoming. Think about that. Purpose gives pain somewhere to go. Follow your purpose. You may not know what that is right now, which is fine. Everything has divine timing. But as you continue to work on yourself, you'll find your way to the right path. You'll find your way on the road again. If one of these energies is being ignored, eventually the other will begin to feel it. It's like when you balance your chakras. You know how, I don't know if there's any athletes that's listening to this, but you know how you have an injury and you don't want to focus on, let's say you hurt your leg, right? And you want to focus solely on the leg that's not hurt. Eventually, you'll be so out of balance that you'll start feeling on the leg that's feels okay. Balance is crucial. Balance is a step. And that comes with your four energies. A tired body clouds the mind. A distracted mind unsettles the heart. An unsettled heart weakens your sense of purpose. Everything is connected. Everything. Maybe growth isn't about becoming more. Maybe it's about bringing yourself back into balance. Before I do my ending, before I do my closing, I want to say thank you for listening. I want you to close your eyes for a little bit, relax, take a deep breath as I tell you my closing. Continue to love yourselves, continue to grow, continue to rise to the occasion. Everything is on time. Everything is okay. The chapter that you're in is necessary. The time that you're in is necessary. Before the day ends, ask yourself one question. Which of my four energies needs the most attention right now? And start there. Small changes create lasting transformation. I'm going to read that one more time for you. Small changes create lasting transformation. Once again, thank you for spending time with me. I appreciate you all so much. Continue to love yourselves. My name is Tab. This is Master the Energy. Until next time.